Set us free. Set us free. In this dark hour of need. Light our way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Andy. Maybe it's evening. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, good day to you. Listen, do you have any problems to solve? I'm finding more and more that a lot of us don't think about all of the problem when we're trying to solve the problem, maybe because of the situation, we're frustrated, whatever it could be. But I've got some steps for you to consider, and then I've got a whole bunch of notes, and if you'd like my notes, talk to me at the end and we'll talk about it. But first, hold on a sec. It has been a crazy day. If you're not in my part of the world right now, then you may not have discovered that we had a snowstorm. And for a lot of us that haven't dealt with snow in the past, we weren't ready for it. Or we weren't ready for the aftermath of it and all of the results of the snowstorm, such as no internet or slow internet or spotty internet or no electricity or a whole bunch of other things. So I have spent most of the day helping people get their situations resolved, and as a result of spending so much time at one or two locations, that I've had, unfortunately, to put off other problems until tomorrow. So I've been running crazy, and that's why I'm a little bit late to get on this afternoon. But I want to talk to you about problem solving, and maybe it'll help you. I don't know. Let's see. So I've got 5 tips for you on how to knock out your problems. Now, the problem-solving process is really 4, but I've got a secret ninja skill that I'm going to tell you about on number 5. Are you ready? All right. So number 1 is defining the problem. And that kind of gets down to find out the root of the problem. So, for example, if someone called me and said, Andy, I don't have internet, or I can't get on a website, whatever it is, then I will help them on the phone go through a series of steps to find out where the problem really is. And in this case, it was pretty easy to say that you have a problem with the internet provider's signal getting from their office to your house, and it's probably an environmental issue and you need to call and report it. Okay, so you have to define the problem. Then we have to look at alternatives. What could be the problem? Once we've found the problem itself, then we've got to decide what's the possibilities of where that problem is stemming from. All right, so then we have to evaluate and selecting the different alternatives. This is step number 3. Now, once this person was able to call the internet provider and find out, yes, there are issues and it is environmental and they've got trucks working on it because either either limbs knocked down the transmission line, or the ice caused a problem, or who knows, it could have been between the house and the pole. We don't know. And then implementing the solution, which fortunately for us was a matter of contacting them, and then they dispatched the repair person. But so many times we get so frustrated because we are just at that point where I've got to get this report out right now, and my email doesn't work. And they just lock up at that point. And we have to go through the solutions or the steps to determine exactly where the root problem is. Is it your email client? Is it the email server? Is it your connection between the two? That kind of thing. So as you go through the different problem-solving process, then I would implore you to stick with number 5, or to pay attention to number 5. And it goes back to the Bible. So let me talk about it. In Philippians 3, verses 13 through 14, it says, Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Now, I know you're going to say, Andy, that doesn't fit. It does fit. In that particular passage, it's talking about being persistent and aiming towards the goal and going towards where you're going. So my problem, or my answer, or my suggestion, my ninja skill number 5 is to be persistent in your problem solving and know that if this solution doesn't work, then let's open our mind a little bit, take a deep breath, count to 10, and look at another step. Okay, so listen, I've got a whole bunch of notes on this, and because I really condensed it because I'm trying to solve another problem. You see, I got to get home because my queen has made cornbread to go with our taco soup, and her cornbread is amazing. In all honesty, I would rather have that cornbread than a lot of desserts. That's how good it is. So my problem is getting off of here to get there. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. If you would like my notes, send me a message and say problem solving. And I would love to get you all this because, I mean, there's some serious details about each step that you go through that help you get your head in the right place to know what's going on. Also, if you didn't see my last few lives where I've talked about why the problems are happening with MeWe and Parler, and I just heard of another one called, well, goodness, I forgot the name of it. MeWe and Parler, and then Gab, and then there's another one now that I've just learned about. But there are so many problems with them. Go back and watch that video. If you have questions about that, send me a message. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. Also, some people are asking me, Andy, what should I do? Well, if you don't have an objection to how Facebook and Twitter are treating people, stay there. If you do have an objection to how Facebook and Twitter are treating people, move off. Nobody's going to fault you either way. If people don't want to follow you when you move to a different platform, that's okay too. Anyway, listen, send me a message. Let me know what's up. I'd be happy to talk to you about any of that and maybe talk about security and other things that are going on right now. So in the meantime, be blessed, and I will do my best to be on at my regular 5:15 time tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Make sure you tell everybody you know and love that you love them and that you appreciate them. Maybe do a kind work or a kind word or a kind deed for them. And continue to pray for people that are sick, or continue to pray that people will be well. However you do that. If you're not a prayer, then wish good thoughts towards people. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Don't stress when you have a problem. Just step back, take a big breath, take a look at it, and if you get stuck, give me a call. I'll talk to you later. Be blessed. Have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye.
Didn't show up, but you showed them all anyhow. You wouldn't slow down, now you're too slow to push a plow.